Hi everyone, welcome. This is a follow-up video to the last episode in this series. It's another Let's Talk Tech video, and this one is specifically about how Copilot can help freelancers. This one will show some specific examples of using Copilot and how freelancers can benefit from its use. The reason that I created this video is I know that whether you're starting out freelancing or you're an experienced freelancer who's new to generative AI tools, sometimes your workload can feel overwhelming, and having to learn some quick ways that you can utilize this technology to help you can feel a little bit overwhelming. After all, you're juggling clients, projects, finances, and marketing, so sometimes becoming an IT expert makes it all a little bit too much, and I'm hoping that this video will be helpful to you. Because you will find that Copilot Chat is a wonderful tool. Now, I personally have the paid version of Microsoft Copilot. It goes beyond the chat capabilities. It is actually present in all of the Microsoft applications that I use daily. And I find that the subscription price is definitely worth it to me. I will be discussing that later in future videos, but for now, I'm just going to get started with the free version of Copilot Chat because you really want to see its value for you before you would invest any money in a subscription. And just to clarify, Copilot Chat is available at no additional cost as long as you have an eligible Microsoft 365 subscription. I really do think that you're going to find that Copilot Chat can act as your research assistant, your editor, and your coach. It really is a fabulous tool. So let's get started and see how freelancers can use Copilot Chat to save time, stay organized, and build confidence in those early stages of freelancing or those early stages of AI use. So let's start off with one of the biggest benefits that I've found with Copilot Chat, and it's how quickly Copilot Chat can do research and spark ideas for you in your business. So you can see here that you can enter a prompt like, what industries are trending for freelance consultants in 2025? If you're just getting started in your freelance career and you're not sure exactly what path you want to take, isn't this a great question to ask? And look at the results that Copilot has given you. Of course, you can ask follow-up questions, but this is a great start into digging into the latest trends. And literally, you were able to access it in 1 minute or so. Now, something else that I use it for all the time is to generate titles or taglines for various social media posts, or if you are creating a page on your website. So you can also enter a prompt like draft 10 tagline ideas for my latest blog post on the free version of Copilot Chat. As you can see, it's come up with some pretty creative ideas. You can continue to iterate or you can use one of the ones that are shown on the screen. This saves hours of digging around online while giving you a head start on shaping your business direction. Another example that I did mention in the last video, although I didn't show any specific examples in that video, is better communication. Copilot Chat can review your email drafts and help you to sound more professional, to simplify complicated explanations, or just tailor your message for a specific client versus another client. So that, for instance, you can gear your email toward a large corporate client in the pharmaceutical industry versus a small business owner in a services industry. This is great because it's like having your editor at your fingertips before you hit send. As you can see on the screen, I am showing an email draft that I would potentially send to one of my clients. Before sending it, I'm going to enter it into Copilot Chat, and I'm going to ask Copilot Chat to make this sound more professional and concise. You can see that when I hit generate, Copilot does just that. Now, I am going to edit it to ensure that it sounds like me, but this has been a big help in creating a correspondence more like the one that I really want. Something else that you can do as a freelancer using the free version of Copilot Chat is to use it for writing your new proposals. It can help you draft a proposal outline. It can suggest ways to highlight your value without sounding braggy. And you can even ask Copilot to review a proposal under the lens of the client that you're sending it to. Maybe it's a small business owner in a services industry, and ask it what questions you would have, or if there's any suggestions that you'd make towards fixing it. I found that this is such a valuable tool because it allows me to role play from the lens of someone who I'm not, being, in this case, the client. Another thing that I mentioned in the previous video is how wonderful Copilot Chat can be for taking large documents and summarizing them for you. So as you can see here, I can upload a large document that I have and ask it to list the key points. That's a great time saver for me. I'm so appreciative. You can also ask it a specific question if you're looking for a specific answer to something presented within the document. So I hope that you agree that even with these few examples that we showed, that Copilot Chat has many benefits to freelancers. It helps save time by handling the first draft work that we do. It helps us sound more polished and professional. It helps keep us focused and organized, and it gives us fresh ideas when we're stuck. What a great assistant it is. Now, as I did mention in the last video and a little earlier in this video, but I feel like it's worth being a little repetitive on this one, is that you should never just copy and paste Copilot's output directly into your client work. Always, always, always check Copilot's output for accuracy, fact check everything that could be wrong, and most importantly, rewrite it in your voice. Your voice is important and it should never be silenced. In this way, you can ensure that even though you're using your AI assistant, you still sound authentic, just like you wrote it from your heart. After all, we all know that freelancing is sometimes like a roller coaster. We sometimes don't land the contract we wanted. And sometimes when we're pursuing a new client, we're unsure of the next step. Luckily, Copilot Chat is here to help us reflect why we didn't get that contract we wanted so we could do better next time. We can ask Copilot to poke holes in the contract that we sent or the correspondence that we sent. It can help us brainstorm alternatives for the future. And you can also use it to help you identify and reinforce the strengths in your correspondences and your proposals, because that's important. I know that I've mentioned a lot in this video about using Copilot to save time and energy, and that's really important. But using it to help you build resilience and confidence in your business is also important. So in summary, Copilot Chat is that partner that helps freelancers like us research faster, communicate better, and stay on top of our workflows. Use it as a powerful support tool, but make sure that the product always has your personal touch, because that's what your clients really value. You. I hope you found this valuable. I do produce videos on a variety of topics, but if you've listened to my previous ones, you know that I do have a strong passion for technology. Most of the work that I do is technical training, creation, and delivery. So you'll definitely see other videos like this. So if you like it, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a great day.